Coronation Street. Is it truly over for Steve and Tracy McDonald as divorce looms? Coronation Street has once again delivered a powerful episode that delves into the emotional complexities of one of its most iconic couples, Steve and Tracy McDonald. Longtime viewers of the beloved ITV soap are no strangers to the couple's chaotic history, but the events unfolding this week could mark the final chapter in their tumultuous love story. On Monday night, fans witnessed new developments that might signal the end of the road for Steve and Tracy's long-running relationship. After years of ups and downs, betrayals, reconciliations, and heartbreak, the couple appears to be finally acknowledging that their marriage has run its course. But is this truly the end, or is there still a flicker of hope left in this famously fiery relationship? From lovers to exes, the history of Steve and Tracy McDonald. Steve McDonald, played by Simon Gregson, and Tracy Barlow, Kate Ford, have been at the center of many major Coronation Street storylines over the years. Their relationship has been anything but smooth, marked by infidelity, misunderstandings, tragedy, and reconciliation. The two characters first got together decades ago, their romance blossoming into something serious despite their vast differences. Tracy, the daughter of soap legends Ken and Deirdre Barlow, has always been headstrong, impulsive, and not afraid to go after what she wants. Steve, on the other hand, is a lovable yet unlucky man, whose string of failed relationships and poor decision-making have become part of his character's charm and misery. Their relationship was put to the test time and again, yet somehow they always found a way back to each other. Until now, the affair that broke them. Tracy's affair with former footballer Tommy Orpington last year shattered whatever fragile trust remained between her and Steve. Fans were stunned as Tracy, seemingly in a settled marriage, began seeing Tommy behind Steve's back. The storyline drew mixed reactions. Some viewers sympathized with Tracy's search for excitement and connection, while others saw it as a final betrayal of the man who had always stood by her, despite everything. When the affair was exposed, it wasn't just the end of Tracy and Steve. It was a dramatic upheaval of the McDonald household. Tracy made the shocking decision to leave Weatherfield behind and start a new life in Spain with Tommy. At the time, it seemed like Tracy was finally cutting ties with her past and forging a new future. But things didn't go as Weatherfield. It didn't take long for reality to set in. Tracy's relationship with Tommy soured, and the dreams of a glamorous new life in Spain crumbled quickly. Within weeks, she was back on the cobbles, tail between her legs, trying to pick up the pieces. Her return sparked questions. Would she and Steve try to make it work again? Would old feelings resurface, or had too much damage been done? For a while, the show kept viewers guessing, dropping hints of unresolved feelings between the two. But with Steve quietly moving on and Tracy now dipping her toes back into the dating pool, it seems the couple might finally be ready to accept the end. Steve's secret romance with Cassie Plummer. While Tracy was navigating her failed relationship with Tommy, Steve found unexpected comfort in the arms of Cassie Plummer. Their connection developed behind closed doors, adding an element of secrecy and suspense. Cassie, played by Claire Sweeney, has had her own share of drama, not least of which was the revelation that she had been conning and drugging Steve's father-in-law, Ken Barlow. Despite Cassie's questionable past, Steve found himself drawn to her, perhaps craving something different, something less complicated than his history with Tracy. The relationship added layers to Steve's character, showing his vulnerability and his desire for a fresh start. But even as he explored new love, there remained a shadow of doubt. Could he ever truly move on from Tracy? A new man for Tracy? Enter Carl Webster. In Monday's episode, Tracy's attempt to move on becomes more apparent. The introduction of newcomer Carl Webster, portrayed by actor Leon Ockenden, brought a breath of fresh air, and perhaps the spark of something new. Carl offers to do some mechanic work for free, a generous gesture that doesn't go unnoticed by Tracy. In return, she offers to buy him a drink as a thank you. Their flirtatious exchange marks a turning point. For the first time since her return, Tracy is not brooding over her broken marriage or her failed affair. She's actively flirting, smiling, and showing signs of genuine interest in someone new. The interaction doesn't go unnoticed. Steve, watching from a distance, can't hide his discomfort. It's still a bit weird for me, he confesses. When pressed, he admits, I'm not in denial or anything, it's just. I just want to know what happens next, you know? Tracy's reply is blunt and final. Well, divorce. What else is there? Steve's struggle with acceptance. Later in the episode, Steve opens up to his friend Tim Metcalf. The conversation reveals that, despite his attempts to move on, Steve is still emotionally tethered to the idea of his marriage. While Tim tries to be pragmatic, It's been on the cards for a while, hasn't it? I mean, you've both been with other people and that Steve is clearly struggling. He reflects on his romantic history with a sense of sadness and resignation. This will be my 6th divorce, he says. Tim corrects him. It's actually the 7th. The realization hits Steve hard. He half-jokingly calls himself a hopeless husband, a line that's both humorous and deeply poignant. Beneath the laughter lies the pain of a man who never managed to make love last. His envy of Tim's seemingly stable marriage with Sally is a rare moment of honesty from Steve, exposing the emotional scars of his many failed relationships. What the future holds for Steve and Tracy. So, is this really the end for Steve and Tracy McDonald? The evidence points to yes. Both characters are testing the waters with new partners. Tracy is moving forward with Carl, while Steve continues his affair with Cassie. They've acknowledged the reality of divorce and are beginning to let go of the past. But Coronation Street is known for its twists, turns, and second chances. There's always a possibility that circumstances could pull them back together. Perhaps a future crisis, a moment of vulnerability, or an unexpected revelation could reignite the flame between them. Still, for now, the show seems committed to charting a new course for both characters, heartbreak and hope. Viewers have taken to social media to share their reactions. The storyline has sparked a mix of emotions, sadness, nostalgia, and even relief. Steve and Tracy were messy, but they were real. Gutted it's over. At CoreyFan88. Love Tracy's sass with Carl. She deserves someone who actually makes her happy. At Soap Queen UK. Steve calling himself a hopeless husband broke my heart. At Soap Addict. I don't trust Cassie, and I don't think she's right for Steve. Bring back Stavey. At Team Tracy Steve. The passionate response reflects how deeply invested viewers are in these characters. Whether you love them or hate them together, there's no denying that Steve and Tracy have made their mark. A legacy of love and chaos. Steve and Tracy's relationship has been a cornerstone of Coronation Street for years. Their union brought drama, humor, heartache, and unforgettable moments. From the birth of their daughter Amy, to their many reconciliations, betrayals, and bust-ups, their story has never been dull. As the show seemingly closes this chapter, it does so with the weight of years behind it. Few soap couples have captured the complexity of love and loss as authentically as Steve and Tracy. Their breakup isn't just a plot point, it's the end of an era. When to watch. Fans eager to see how the story unfolds can catch Coronation Street tonight at 8 p.m. on ITV1. For those who can't wait, the episode is already available for streaming on ITVX. Don't miss it. You won't want to miss this poignant, emotional, and possibly final moment between two of the soap's most iconic characters. Final thoughts. Closure or cliffhanger? While Steve and Tracy's future seems sealed for now, Coronation Street has a history of reviving even the most hopeless relationships. Whether this is closure or a cleverly disguised cliffhanger remains to be seen. One thing is certain, their story, like all great soap romances, will live on in the hearts of fans. Stay tuned for more updates from Weatherfield, because on the cobbles, anything can happen.